Welcome to Joe's Astrology. Today is May 4th, Saturday. It is 4:48 a.m. where I am. Up a little early today. Got to bed early as usual. And new moon in Taurus. New moon in Taurus conjunct Uranus and Jupiter. And a friend of mine just made this comment. He's a very much a Taurus person, and it wasn't exactly like this, but it was something along the lines of that quote, "You reap what you sow." And that may be true. You reap what you sow. Think of this new moon in Taurus, reaping what you sow. New moon in Taurus, very much a reaping type new moon. And I do think that's true to a certain degree. Then I also think of the quote, "The best laid plans of mice and men often go awry." It's also laid out as the best laid plans of mice and men. And there's a movie about it, there's a book about it. And I like that book. Maybe I gravitate towards that book and that saying because I've seen that in my life many times over. But here's the thing about the new moon in Taurus and with Taurus energy in general. What they're leaving out with this "you reap what you sow" quote or saying. You got to be stubborn. You got to be stubborn, and you got to be persistent, and you got to stick with it. Oh, another quote I've heard: stick and stay. It's bound to pay." And I've had a problem with that because I get bored, and I know a lot of other people have a problem with that. And maybe that's why you think of the Taurus energy, and people think that you reap what you sow because they don't get bored. They do the same thing over and over and over again for their whole life. And when you do that, stick and stay, it's bound to pay. You're bound to be successful. I do think that's true. But it's really boring. Taurus is boring. And I don't mean to say if you're a Taurus that you're a boring person. Just the energy by itself, I'm saying. It's inert, it's stagnant, it's stubborn, it can be boring. Scorpio's fun. As much as people talk shit on Scorpio's fun. They say Scorpio is toxic, etc. But there's a reason why people do what they do. The reason why people like that because it's Pluto, it's Mars, it's fun. And it might not be as fun as Sagittarius and Jupiter and Leo, but it's fun. It's still fun. It's exciting. It's conflict. Conflict is the contest, is fun. That's why people play sports and things like that. So this new moon in Taurus will be conjunct Uranus, so it's bound to be a little bit exciting, not to be like exactly like gardening. Could be sowing something that is a little bit exciting, novel, changeable, dynamic. And this is a really good new moon, I think, because just because there's so many planets in Taurus, with Venus there as well, Jupiter's in Taurus, really good new moon to start something. And I don't necessarily think that just because of those elements, if you start something now or during this new moon, that it's going to be the most successful or beautiful thing you ever created. Certainly not. Think of the opposition there in Scorpio, or even the inconjunct when the full moon goes into looks like it'll be a full moon in Sagittarius. Nothing is without their obstacles. It's very rare for something to go super, super smooth, and that's one of the things I think people don't or they don't pay attention to astrology, because it's like, what's the point? They know, like, the people that are successful, that live by certain maxims, they know things are going to be hard. They know they're going to have to deal with things and work things out. It's only the stubborn people like myself, or the people that continuously um, maybe make failures or make mistakes, that they need to be smacked upside the head and really see how it works, how the energy really works scientifically. Or not, I shouldn't say scientifically, but like on paper, mathematically, etc. They have to actually see how it works to see what's going wrong here. But most people don't need to see that. But that's one of the things I think with astrology has really helped me, is that I can see that there are the ups and downs. There's the cycles, and it's taught me to accept, helped me to accept these things more. So if I didn't know about them, I might say, no, I can do whatever I want. I can make this work. You've heard all the sayings, etc. So we do have this new moon in Taurus. Right now the moon is in Pisces. And it's going to move into Aries. We have the dark side. We're going to be in the dark side of the moon. And the dark side of the moon is probably actually my favorite time. You think of Dark Side of the Moon, it was a famous Pink Floyd album name. It's probably my favorite time of the month. When I like to reflect. I like to, not really a night person so much, but I'm gonna have to get into the dark side of the moon in another video. So I'll leave it there for now. Hope you enjoyed this video, and have a great day.